My name's Omar Abdulla, and I'm 5'5", currently at 172 pounds.
Okay, and what show are you getting for?
I'm prepping for Teen National, 7 weeks out.
7 weeks out, okay. What was the last show you did, but how'd you do?
I placed first in my 4 classes at the Mr. Michigan.
Okay.
I tried to take the overall. I mean, it didn't work out because, they're really dense and hard muscle. Just currently planning on taking first in Teen Nationals.
That's awesome for a teen still to take all that lessons.
Yeah, it's my last year as a teenager, so I better take first.
Yeah, definitely. And you are competing in bodybuilding, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
bodybuilding.
Awesome,
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us a little bit about your arm workout today, the movements you did, and what you like about each movement.
Okay, so a lot of the workouts is something I'm not really used to. I'm used to more free weights, heavy weights. My coach, I believe, is switching it up because he knows I'm one of those people that kind of burn out fast during their training on prep, due to my my body not used to it in the off season. Consuming all those carbs and then dropping. So a lot of it was machine work. And one thing I wanted to talk about that I told Jeff about was forearms. That's really neglected in the off season and on prep. A lot of people don't train forearms, and it should be trained just like any other muscle often, every arm day, bicep, whatever you're doing. A lot of people neglect it, and you see a lot of bodybuilders currently who their forearms are lacking, but their arms are big, and it doesn't really look proportional. So me and my coach are putting that in our workouts often, just to get pumped up with forearms and have proportional arms in general. Thankfully, my arms are not a weak point at all. So we're just trying to get everything proportional and more beautiful to look at when we cut down.
And now, when you said off camera, but you were talking about how you're kind of switching your training style so you're not overtraining and stuff like that?
Yeah, so my workouts are dropping in terms of not intensity. We're increasing the intensity in a shorter period. So in my off season, I'm used to training a little longer, obviously like everybody else. But on prep, I burn out faster than others, probably normally, I believe. Just because I'm not consuming as much carbohydrates, and I usually consume a lot, like I said prior. And me cutting down that much kind of like hinders me and overtrains my muscles and possibly even muscle loss if I do too much. So we're trying to just get enough to maintain or even grow possibly a little into my show and get out pretty much. Just go fuel, sleep, recover. That's the #1 thing.
And now you said you're switching from more of a heavier, you said you used to go a little heavier.
Yeah.
You're kind of going into a different, trying to use a little lighter weight and stuff just to try and real focus on muscle groups and stuff. Right?
Yeah, so probably shouldn't mention this, but I'm very honest and blunt about it. I was in the emergency room just about a week ago, lifting around 800 pounds on the hack squat for reps on just tilapia and vegetables, really very low carbs, around 80 carbs. When I'm used to eating around 500-600 at the least in my off season, around 5,000 6,000 calories. So me trying to lift the same amount of weight for reps on prep, not even 8 weeks, about 7 weeks out, is really dangerous. So I ended up like not being able to stand for a bit and even do cardio that day, so I had to double the workout the next day. And then I quickly realized that I could really hurt myself and be put out of this show that basically I have my last shot at. I'm only 19 for this year and I'm done. I can't compete at this show ever again. So I kind of humbled myself and really thought that. And I realized I don't need to be lifting that heavy weight because really you're not going to grow into your show significantly. I just want enough to like burn calories, carve up my physique and just get out, really, like I said.
Yeah, definitely, man. And if something happened, you could end up ruining your career or something.
Yeah, so I've heard a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of Olympians out there who've hurt themselves, and really, at the end of the day, we're all bodybuilders, but our health should be coming #1 first. Life, as we know it, we should cherish that. Bodybuilding is a hobby, it's an art, it's a passion, it's a lifestyle, but to sacrifice your foundation, your health, everything, we've seen Ronnie Coleman, we've seen all these bodybuilders that ended up in really, really bad cases, and now they can't, ever lift again or really lift in their prime like they used to, and that's a very scary thing, you know. You know, he has kids, and it's hard for him to, you know, function with his kids. So I mean, it goes deeper than just competing. It's just life. So I'm trying to like really humble myself compared to last year, how I was lifting and hitting PRs right and left. We made progress. We stopped hitting 1 rep maxes, so that's a start. We got injured, and I believe it's a good thing I got injured, so I wake up. It's like a wake-up call. I'm still young, so it won't be crazy significant. I won't be put out for a long time, but that's just for now. So kind of let myself know ahead of time before anything really, really bad happens in the future.
Well, that's good, man. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Serious, they put you out, and then that'd be worse.
Yeah.
What's your diet like now? Obviously, you're shredding now.
Okay, so 12 weeks out, I was sitting around nearly 3,000 calories, so I was comfortable. Between 10 to 12 weeks out, I was sitting comfortable. 9 weeks out, I was pretty comfortable, and then really it's the last 2 weeks, so between 7 to 8 weeks, and what I'm at currently, 7 weeks out. I'm sitting only around 80 carbs, 1,400 calories. So like basically eating a fourth of what I used to eat in the off season, cutting carbs by like 6-7 times.
Just trying to shred you up.
Yeah, so my body hit a wall pretty quickly. I mean, I cut down like about 30 pounds in just a matter of a little over a month, and then my body is not a gradual. It's not a gradual process. I lose weight really quickly in the beginning, and then I hit a big plateau, and then we start cutting more and more from there, because my body starts to become stubborn, just like most people, but my body is really not going down anymore. So we're trying to just really punish ourselves. My cardio was up to about 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. And yeah, everything is getting harder. Insomnia's kicking in even worse. But I love it, so it's okay.
I know a lot of people don't get that figure, you know, especially as you get ready to show, like, no one's like,
yeah.
I have a friend doing the Michigan this weekend, he's complaining he's not sleeping. No one.
Yeah, once you do the diet, it's like you crave food between like 8 to 12 weeks out. It's really craving. But 8 weeks out and under, to be honest, and then really 5 weeks out, really and under, you start to like not crave food anymore. You just start to become tired. It's just a matter of exhaustion, a matter of your muscles being sore, a matter of muscle aches, cramps, more work to do, mental exhaustion. So your health really starts to go down, not in the best state. And yeah, it becomes a matter of exhaustion over time, not really food craving, nothing.
How did you get interested in bodybuilding? What drove you into wanting to do bodybuilding?
I never wanted to be a bodybuilder. I just wanted to be a fit person in high school, because I was sitting around 98 pounds. And I realized, okay, I'm gonna dirty bulk, you know, just the amateur way of doing it. And I realized that I was getting really fat. So I realized I was bigger but fat. So then I humbled myself and, you know, worked up to clean bulk a little. And then, you know, kind of like I mentioned in last video with my training partners, O'Neill and Jason, I had like a Lee Priest way of diet. And my diet would be like 5 good meals, 6 good meals. And then it was everything in between, so I would spoil myself, you know, have a pizza, have burgers, have chips, have ice cream, stuff like that. I mean, my metabolism was really well. And I would train heavy and burn it off. I would do cardio every now and then, about 3 times a week, just to keep my metabolic rate really high. And I got around to, very happily, I got around 200 pounds at 5'5", and I was relatively lean. You could still see my abs, still tight. So I was satisfied. I gained around over 100 pounds in just a matter of about 4 years, and most of it being quality gains. And then my brother, it was how my brother around 4 years ago told me to hop in the gym, because, you know, I was just skinny, and I just was going often, and I seen myself grow. And just like Jay Cutler said, it's all about the mind at first, and then you start to like you start seeing progress, and you start getting addicted. It's like at first I wanted to just be fit, and then I just want to get bigger, and now it's like my ultimate goal is to be just disgusting looking, you know. I want that look that not necessarily classic, but that disgusting, really big look. But obviously still chiseled and lean. But I want that mass look that Dorian was looking for, and those mass monsters were looking for.
Definitely not like that's why you don't compete classic.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with that, man. Everyone likes
Yeah,
something different.
everybody has a different look, and it's crazy how I just wanted to be a fit kid to being growing to a mass monster. It'd be pretty cool. I have a lot of work to do, but I have time by my side as well. So
You say you're young, 19.
Yeah.
Already where you're at. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
just take everything slow without getting injured. That's the number one thing, is injury. How I train is reckless sometimes, but yeah.
Friends, family, and when you like think sponsors. Well,
Yeah, so number one person I'd like to thank is my coach. He's like a father figure to me. I always tell everybody, he took me in about 2 years ago, and he thought I was enhanced because of the weight I was lifting, and he's like, "Yeah, what are you taking? You taking anything?" Because I was lifting. I was like around 17 years old. I remember I was lifting at Crunch Fitness around 500 pounds for reps, the squat rack, and he seen me and he kind of just introduced himself to me and took me in. I would also like to thank my parents for being there for me and supporting me, having my diet when I'm tired. My little brother Mo, he helps me whenever I'm really fatigued and helps me prep my meals. And
how old's your little brother?
I would like to also thank my two sponsors, Revive MD, and I would like to thank Old School Labs for taking me with the supplements I need for muscle building, fat burning, and also my cravings. You know, they have some really cool supplements. You guys have to check them out. Really good stuff. And also this gym, man, guys. If you guys don't know this gym, it was my first time coming here, and man, the Olympia's on the wall and everything. I'm out in Ann Arbor, about 45 minutes, 50 minutes away, but I would definitely come here more often. And very nice staff, very open-minded people here. Everybody's minding their business, training. Environment's very nice, very inspiring, seeing the Olympias all over the wall. Definitely a place I would definitely come to more often. And I would like to thank my entire team, Team Clasthetics, you know, the team I'm on, just for supporting me and being there. If I am forgetting anybody, I apologize. I'm on prep. That's the excuse I always make. Kind of forget stuff. Oh, and I would also like to thank TS Fitness for their apparel. I was rocking today, and they helped me out as well. I think that's everybody. If I am forgetting everybody, again, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was today's arm workout. It was fun, high intensity. Finished about an hour and 20 minutes, which is pretty quick for me. Usually I train a bit longer, but I'm trying to just reserve all my energy for training. Still have 45 minutes Stairmaster after this interview, but it's all right. We'll get it done.